श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्ताम् सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஸ்ரீமான் வெங்கடநாதார்ய கவிதார்க்கிகேசரி வேதாந்தாச்சார்யவர்யோ மே சந்நிதத்தாம் சதா ஹ்ருதி. ராமானுஜதயா பாத்ரம் ஞான வைராக்யபூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்ததேசிகம். சீரொன்றுதோப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர போமளவு வாழ்வு.
So let us take to Abhaya Pradana Saram of Sri Vedanta Deshika. From Lakshmi Tantram there is a quote, Apaya samplave bhuyo yatharham manushishyate prayaschittiriyam sa atra yat punah sharanam vrajet. சாஸ்திர நிஷித்தமான செய்கை ஏதாவது நேரிடில் அந்தந்த புருஷனுக்கு தக்கவாறு பிராயஷ்சித்தங்களும் விதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கின்றன. ஞான சக்தி அற்றவனுக்கு பாபம் நேரிடில் மறுபடியும் சரணமடைவதே பிராயஷ்சித்தம். So this must be, I think, understood as prayaschitta prapatti. There is only one time prapatti to be done by all to the preceptor, and if at all, generally the mistake occurs. The mistake occurs in the sense we commit the sin of transgressing the rules of the Shastras, and therefore again prayaschitta prapatti. So, apaya samplave, meaning when there is a flood of a danger, when the danger is impending heavily. So bhuyaha again, yatharham anushishyate. Yatharham, that means as that deems to be fit. Anushishyate, so one has to follow the remedial action. And iyam prayaschitti, this atonement, expiation, again remedial action, sa she, that is that prayaschitti. Prayashchittam is napumsakalingam, neuter gender. Prayaschitti is feminine gender, strilinga shabda. Therefore sa is there. So that remedial action, atra here, yat which, punaha again, or but, sharanam vrajet. So one has to make a total surrender again. The conditions that precede the prayaschitta prapatti is there is helplessness on the part of the soul, individual soul, who has no knowledge. So he is not able to follow jnana yoga. He cannot adhere to the discipline of jnana, wisdom, and therefore, so he has to do it again, to make the total surrender again. And if at all papam neridid, when the wrong action falls upon him. So Shastra Nishiddhamana Shaihi Edavad Neridil, meaning any banned action, prohibited action is unknowingly committed by the individual soul. Then according to the level of the individual, namely, so he is unfit for Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga, and therefore, yes, but sometimes he is successful in, partly successful in something like Karma, Jnana, Bhakti, and then you have less serious atonement. So, otherwise, there are some, I think, prescriptions to say what are the remedial actions for whom, meant for whom. So let us, this is from Lakshmi Tantram, 17th verse, 91st verse, 17th canto, 91st verse. So the Etad Vratam, so we take these two words from the Charma Shloka of Sri Rama Avatara, incarnation. So Etad Vratam, this is my vow. Etad Vratam. Sarva Abhayam Sarva Bhudebhyaha Dadami. Abhayam Sarva Bhudebhyaha Dadami Etad Vratam Mama. Mama is the last word. So this is my vow. So this is my contention, this is my decision, this is my will, that I will protect all people. So in two vibhaktis, two cases, namely from all living beings, Sarva Bhutebhyaha, Panchami vibhakti, then Chaturthi vibhakti for all living beings. There is no exception among the living beings. Everybody without any distinction will be saved. And every other living being which disturbs the surrenderer will be removed. So idu pramana anumatamai. So this Etad Vratam, the words of Rama, are only supportive of the authoritative statement in scriptures. The pramanam is what we call proof. The proof is available in Shastras. According to the proof, according to the rather rule, Rama says this. So Anumatamai, permitted by the proof. Anumatamai, Tavaril Pratyavayam Varmudiyana, Dharmyamana Sankalpam Karnam. If he errs, if he makes a mistake, Tavaril, should be Vallinara Tavaril, Pratyavayam Varmudiyana. The difficulty will, the impediment, the obstacle will come to the protector or the protection also. Pratyavayam Varmudiyana, Dharmyamana Sankalpam Karnam. Again, the will of the God should change so that there is no trouble for the surrenderer. So Mama is Namakku Sankalpam Nadatthukaiku. When he says Mama Vratam, this is my vow, the word my, though possessive in nature, it shows the possessiveness. That this means Sankalpam Nadatthukaiku. In the will that I think of, Vilakkana Ajnana Shaktigal Orukalum Varadu Kaanum. So I will have no impediment, obstacle to stop me from following the vow. So there is no question of what we call ignorance in my case, Ajnana. Ashaktiha. So there is no occasion where I will be powerless. Ajnana Ashaktihal Varukalum Varadu Kaanum. So I will have no deficiency in wisdom and power. And therefore, so my will be final and it will be righteous in nature and it will stop the trouble. Whatever be the trouble, it will be stopped. ஆகையால் விளக்க ஒண்ணாத விரதத்தை பரிவரான நீங்களும் இசைந்து ரட்சியுங்கோள் என்று திருவுள்ளம். So Rama's intention was, in his heart of hearts, he says this. So all the people around, rather monkeys there, Sugriva, Bear, and others, நீங்களும் இசைந்து ரட்சியுங்கோள். So you just think along with me and protect Vibhishana. So why should you protect Vibhishana? Parivarana Ningaram. So you are also close to me. You want to favor me. So you are all friends to me. And therefore you always take care of me. So you are worried about me. So that is why we say Tamil Parivu. Parivu is affection, interest in protecting. So because Rama is loved by all, so Parivarana Ningal. His retinue is very close to him. The monkey army loves the leader, namely Rama. So Parivarana Ningalam is saying the Rakshiyungol. So what to be protected? Protect the vow, Ivvradattai. So I cannot avoid taking this vow because it is a rule. And my intention also is to follow the rule. And therefore, please follow the rule along with me. Please protect my vow. Etad vratam mama, this is my vow. Namely, giving protection to all living beings, from all living beings, sarva bhutebhyaha, and therefore you also follow my vow. So this is it. So that means be one with me in attitude and mind and so on, action. So we'll see the notes here. Dharmam tavarada pramana anumata pramanangalal uttukollapattathu. That already we saw. So page 142. So இச்லோகத்தில் அருளி செய்த பிரபத்தியினுடைய சர்வாதிகாரத்துவத்தை பிரகிருதமான ராவண விபீஷண உதாகரணத்திலே காட்டி இவன் விபீஷணனே ஆகிலும் ராவணன் ஆகிலும் நாம் இவனுக்கு அபயப்பிரதானம் பண்ணினோம். So in this Charama Shloka, Sakradeva Prapannaya Tavasmiti Chayachate Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo Dadamyetat Vratam Mama. So Prapatti inuடைய, since the surrenderer says Tavasmiti Chayachate, he begs, falls at the feet of the protector, that is Prapanna. He becomes Prapanna. Sakriti once, just once. And so this is called the Prapatti. So in Shlokatil Aruliche the Prapatti. So Sarvadhikaratvatte Prakritamana. So Sarvadhikaratvam. So Sarvadhikaratvam is all kinds of rights, RAGHTS. Sarvadhikaratvatte. So Sarvadhikaratvam is vested in Rama. And Sarvadhikaratvam is also vested in the surrender. Because the surrenderer once he says that I belong to you and begs, he has got every right to surrender. Sarva adhikaratvam is adhikaraha, doesn't mean power as we understand in Tamil. So bossing over, it's not bossing over. Adhikaraha is right, basic fundamental right. So we have got every right to do that. So the Prapatti is Sarvadhikaritvam for all. The surrender can be made by anybody without any distinction of caste, creed, religion, varna and ashram, color, caste and the stage of life also. So all can surrender. So they have sarvadhikaratvam, and the protection is also is the right for all rights for the protector. So sarvadhikaratvam. Prakritamana meaning the present context. In the present context, we are talking about Vibhishana and Ravana. So Ravana Vibhishana Udaharanatile, in the case of the example, in the example of Ravana and Vibhishana, so he already said that Sugriva, Vibhishanova, Ediva Ravana Swayam. He said it in, Rama said it in 18th canto. Sugriva, Vibhishanova, Ediva Ravana Swayam. So that means whether it is Vibhishana or Ravana, even when Ravana comes and surrenders, that's the meaning. And Ravana will be given protection along with Vibhishana. Vibhishana will not be left out because Ravana had become an enemy to Vibhishana. They both are opposed to each other in attitude. Therefore, Vibhishana will not be left out. Ravana will be protected along with Vibhishana. So there will be no harm done to both by each other and by others. So Nam ivanukku Abhaya Pradanam Panninom. So whether it is Ravana who may surrender, already Abhaya Pradhanam is assured to Vibhishana. Protection has been already extended to Vibhishana. Ummayum Mudaligalim Purushakaramaha Kondu Nammai Sharanagatananavanai Amanavanyayastharana Nire Nammode Serthu Namakku Purusharthathai Tharir Endru Sugarat Paratantriyam Thotra Arulichikiraar. So this is the beauty here. I also enjoy this beauty here along with you. So now Rama addresses the monkeys, especially the leaders like Hanuman and Sugriva and the bear Jambavan. So Ummayum is points out to Sugriva. Mudalihalayam, the leaders, other leaders like Hanuman and Angada, you can also take Vali's son Angada. So Purushakaramaha Kondu. Vibhishana expects you to act as a mediator between me and him. So he said, Nivedayata mam Chipram. Nivedayata mam Chipram, he said. Vibhishana said. At once, please convey my arrival. Convey my arrival as a surrenderer. So Raghavam Sharanangataha, I have come to fall at the feet of Rama. Please convey this. So Sugriva's permission is sought by Vibhishana. Because this is the way that Prapatti must be done. So Sri Prapatti must be done and then Purusha Prapatti, Parama Purusha Prapatti must be done. And Sri Prapatti is only for recommendation. And of course, both Lord Sriman Narayana and Sri are the divine pair which grant, who grant us protection. There is no occasion where each one is separately doing. And it seems so in certain occasions. So Sita gave protection to the demonesses from the hands of Hanuman. And there are several occasions where Lord gives protection. So here it is Vibhishana's protection extended by Rama here. Therefore, without, of course, it's what we call indirect consultation without our knowledge with Mahalakshmi to give protection to Vibhishana. And therefore, so he says now, Ummayum Mudaligalayum Purushakaramaha Kondu. Having expected recommendation from you and and the leaders of monkeys. So Amanava Nyayastarana Nire. So Amanava Nyayastar Nire in the sense, I felt it is Manava Manushya. So we are not talking about Manushya here because Sugriva, monkey and Rakshasa, Daman, Vibhishana, they don't belong to category of the human beings. So monkey Sugriva surrendered to Rama. He expected Rama to give protection. So Amanava Nyayastar. So that doesn't mean that when Rama protects, he protects only human beings because he is himself a human being. So he protects the monkey, he protects the demon also. But when monkey Sugriva surrendered to Rama, he never thought that Rama will not protect him because he is a monkey. So he knew very well that even monkeys will be protected because generally Rama will be Manava Nyayasthar. He will do justice to the human beings only. So Amanava Nyayasthar. Now, so another meaning here given in the notes, number 2, Amanava Nyayastha. Jivatmakal samsaram ningi mokshathirku cellungal. So when the individual souls giving up the cycle of birth and death, that is, leave this mundane life of the world, mokshathirku cellungal, on the path of the emancipation, namely Srivaikuntham, avargalai azhaithu sellum nityana oru adhikari purushan amanavan. So a person who has right to guide the individual soul on the way to moksha, he is a permanent resident, Nityan. That means he must be either the released soul already. So the released soul, he is guiding another soul who is to be released. So avaralai azhaithu sellum nityanana oru adhikari purushan meaning a person, he must be an angel, as we say. So he is not a human being. So Amanavan. So Amanavan meaning he does not belong to the category of human being. So if it is human being, then he will not be allowed to go and guide the mokshati, one who seeks moksha, and therefore so Amanavan. Here, monkey Sugriva is the Adhikari Purushan, Amanavan. Avanuடைய ஸ்தானத்தில் இருப்பவர். So we just said only one word, Shibarsh, Hindi word, Purushakara, Sanskrit word, recommendation, English word. So we said it in only one word earlier, Purushakara. But here now this is another angle of looking at the action expected from Sugriva. So Sugriva must be an Adhikari Purushan. So he must be a rightful man to guide the individual soul, namely Vibhishana. So of course, Vibhishana is not seeking moksha here. When he said that he has come to only surrender to him without any expectation, so he did not want even moksha. He did not want even the kingdom of Sri Lanka. So he never wanted anything from Ravana. Sarvaloka Sharanyaya, he said. Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Raghavaya Mahatmane. So he makes a surrender for the sake of surrender. That's all. Sarvaloka Sharanyaya. He knows that Rama will protect all the worlds. Sarvaloka Sharanyaya, fit to protect all the worlds. Raghavaya Mahatmane. He is a great soul that he will definitely protect. But protect from what? So maybe from the danger of Ravana, but not for the kingdom of Ravana. He doesn't want to usurp the kingdom of Ravana. And therefore, now Sugriva should act. That's what Rama expects. Rama expects Sugriva to act in the form of Amanava Nyayastha. Naturally, he is not a human being also. He is a monkey. And therefore, this fits in. So, Amanava is a special word which means non-human being who guides the individual soul toward the path of liberation. So, this is in another meaning, Amanava becomes non-human being, Sugriva being non-human being. So, Nire Nammod Set. So, what Sugriva is expected to do is bring Vibhishana near Rama. Sugriva should bring Vibhishana near Rama. When he is on the sky, Antarikshagata Sriman, Vibhishana, he was there on the sky. So Sugriva should fly, go to him, take his hand, guide him to Rama. So Nire Nammod Set. So bring Vibhishana to me, and then what you have to say? Namakki Purusharthate Tarir. You must join Vibhishana. You must think that you are also troubled by Ravana. So you feel one with Vibhishana. You must feel as though you are the brother of Vibhishana. So you have to save him. So in order to save him, you must seek protection from me. So Moksha Purusharthate Tarir. That should be the final aim. But Vibhishana doesn't want moksha also, nor Sugriva. So at least Sugriva has the facility to go back because he is the incarnation of God. He is his son's son. And therefore there is no need for Sugriva to ask for Purushartha, Moksha Purushartha. But the other Purusharthas are also not wanted by Vibhishana, Dharma, Kama, Artha. Naturally, it means freedom. Freedom from Ravana. That's all. Moksha is freedom from Ravana. So Namak, that means you must join with him. Say, we both want to surrender and we want to be protected. We both want to be protected. That should be your recommendation. So Namakki Purusharthate Tarir Endru. Now, why all these words to monkey? Why should Rama instruct Sugriva like this? Because Suhrit Paratantriyam. Because Rama is also subservient to, slave to the friend. Not because Sugriva helped Rama to find out Sita, find out the whereabouts of Sita, with the help of Hanuman. Not because Sugriva is also a surrenderer, in order that he would be protected from Vali, his elder brother. Not out of all these things. So his friendship is universal. Rama's friendship is universal. Kundru Shulvan Mahanodu Aruvaram. That is Kamban's statement. With Sugriva, he became a group of 7 brothers. 6 brothers. Number 5 is Guha, 6 is Sugriva. So 6 brothers totally. So in order to say the universe, establish the universal friendship, and he says that I will act according to your words. Sugrit Paratantriyam. Sugrit, a good-hearted friend. Paratantriyam, slavery. So I want to be a slave to a friend. For example, in Krishna Avatara, Arjuna was a friend, and therefore whatever Arjuna said, he carried out certain activities as Arjuna said. One example is Senayor Abhayor Madhye Ratham Sthape Mechuta. O Achyuta, O Lord Krishna, please take the chariot in between the two armies, Pandavas and Kauravas, 7 Akshohinis and 11 Akshohinis. And therefore, then just as Arjuna said, Senayor Abhayor Madhye Sthapayitva Rathottamam. These two expressions are in Bhagavad Gita. So exactly as Arjuna said, Krishna drove the chariot to the middle of these two armies. So that is the one of the examples. So here, already we have this verse is also popular in the 18th canto. Vibhishano va Sugrivo Yadiva Sugrivo, it may be Sugrivo, Sugrivaha. So Vibhishano va Sugrivaha Yadiva Ravana Sayam Anaya Enam Harisreta Dattam Asya Abhayam Maya. 18th canto, 34th verse. So you find that, Hey Vanara Sreta, every time a person is addressed, appreciating him, otherwise he will not listen. Therefore, best of monkeys, Vanara Sreta. If even your followers, other monkeys do not follow your advice, so you are the leader to convince them. So you are the best monkey. So Vanara Sreta. So even Vibhishana irkattum, whether this is Vibhishana, அல்லது ராவணனாகவே இருக்கட்டும், he may be Ravana too, அவனை அழைத்து வா. So ஆனய ஏனம், ஆனய bring him, ஏனம் this, not அவனை இவனை அழைத்து வா. So he is already near. Vibhishana is in the sky, but of course very near. Harisreta, Mananasreta, Sharanam என்று சொன்ன க்ஷணத்திலேயே நான் இவனுக்கு அபயம் அளித்து விட்டேன். It is in passive voice in Sanskrit. Maya by me, abhayam protection, dattam given, asya to him, to this Vibhishana. So at a distance, even if you don't recognize him as Vibhishana or Ravana, you can recognize him as a demon. So okay, no problem. So whether he is a demon called Vibhishana or Ravana, you bring him here, I will give him, already I have given protection. Already I have given protection. Assurance has been given. So there is no going back. There is no retreat for me on my vow. That's the meaning of it. And there are so many points when Ravana is also accepted. So Rama is not afraid as a human being. Rama is God, therefore he is not afraid to protect Ravana. And this is a question which we normally see. So when Ravana demands back the Sri Lanka kingdom, so he cannot be given Sri Lanka kingdom because it has been assured to Vibhishana. Then if he asks for Kosala kingdom, he will be given because Bharata will agree to the words of the elder brother, rather the eldest brother. So Rama will be obeyed by Bharata. Though Bharata is holding a sway for 14 years, he has to resubmit it, or rather submit back the kingdom, and therefore the kingdom will become Rama's. So even Rama need not wait for him, need not wait for Bharata to return the kingdom. Had Rama returned to Ayodhya earlier than 14 years, Bharata will be happy to submit it. So Bharata will not have any grudge to submit only after the limit of 14 years, after the end of 14 years. So in the same, in all these points, Rama is capable of protecting Ravana also. So that's why he said there is no brother in the world like Bharata. Deshe deshe kalatrani, deshe deshe cha bandhavaha, tam desham natu pashyami, brataram sahodar. I'm not saying the correct words. Deshe deshe kalatrani, deshe deshe cha bandhavaha, tam desham natu pashyami, yatra bhrata sahodara. Cousin, that is cousin meaning a boy, brother born to another mother, of course with the same father. So he's called Bhrata. Bhrata can mean cousin. Cousin in English gives you so many meanings. But here, so Bhrata is, father is same and mothers are different. Now this Bhrata, namely Bharata, behaves like a blood brother, sibling. And therefore, he said this to Lakshmana. So Lakshmana also is not blood brother. Lakshmana is also a cousin, Bhrata. But Bharata is better than Lakshmana. That's what. Because Lakshmana got angry with Bharata, suspected Bharata many times. And therefore, because Bharata was to be made king according to the second boon of Kaikeyi, and therefore Lakshmana suspected. So Lakshmana was also asked by Rama the question, do you want the kingdom? I will give you. If you want the kingdom of Kosala, I will give you. Don't get angry with Bharata. So that was the statement, and therefore, so here you have Rama's specific demand or instruction or request, because he is requesting. Rama is requesting because of Sugrat Paratantriya, because he is slave to the friend. So Sugriva is considered the best friend. So Sugriva's words are valuable. And therefore, in spite of Rama's will in accepting Vibhishana into his fold, by already giving protection, extending protection to him, still he wants the, what we call, acceptance. Rather, you call it, I think in technical term, in a what you call conclusion of the meeting, acceptance is given. So signing or agreement. So agreeing with the Lord. So he did it. So he expected Sugriva to do it. So we will go to 143. So நீங்கள் சொல்லுகிறா போலே விபீஷணன் ஆகுமா. So Ravana can be protected, and Vibhishanan naturally should be protected because he surrendered first. So நீங்கள் சொல்லுகிறா போலே விபீஷணன் ஆகுவான். So Vibhishana, though a demon, though he comes from the enemy side, though he can be suspected, though we do not know his intention deeply, but still Vibhishana must be protected. கபோதத்தின் பேரு நாமம் பெற வேண்டும் என்று இருக்கிற நம்முடைய மனோரதத்தின் படியே சாக்ஷாத் ராவணன் ஆகுவோம். Naturally, Vibhishana, having surrendered, must be protected. But I want to get the name of your pigeon, Kapotam, Kapota pigeon. So, the luck that the opportunity, the golden opportunity that the pigeon got in order in protecting the hunter. So, Namam பெற வேண்டும் என்று இருக்கிற நம்முடைய மனோரதத்தின்படி. My innermost desire is to become as famous as the pigeon. And I must even die for Vibhishana. If I am made to die for Vibhishana, I am ready. That's the meaning. Kapota died for the sake of the hunter. So it fell into the fire in order to appease the hunger of the hunter. So if I am destined to die for the sake of Vibhishana, I will be happy to do. And also Ravana. Sakshat Ravana also. So my desire is to help Ravana, that is protect Ravana by even death. So Asya, we saw the word Asya, meaning Abhayam Dattam Maya Asya. Abhayam Asya Dattam Maya is the last 34th verse in the 18th canto. So Abhayam Asya, Asya means to this person. So to this person is Vibhishana. Why? Because he said already, Raghavam Sharanam Gataha. He said, I have surrendered to Raghava, Rama. So Arun to Dokti Nerda Ivanukku. Now the problem is this. Vibhishana was tortured. He tortured too much that he had to come out. So Vibhishana was tortured, the word Aruntudam. Aruntudam. Out of extreme sadness, Vibhishana had to surrender. So his words, Raghavam Sharanangataha. So how could Vibhishana say Raghavam Sharanangataha? Namely, he has been troubled so much in the heart and physically also. Physical harm also has been done to him. And therefore, Aruntudokti is a statement, Ukti statement, out of dejection, out of trouble. So, Asya engira vidile, ivanude anubandhigalum anupravishtar. The word Asya is singular, meaning that this Vibhishana is given protection. Abhayam Dattam Maya, the protection has been extended to this person, namely singular, Vibhishana. But this particular word Asya also adds to the followers of Vibhishana, namely 4 demons. So Asya engira vidile, the singular number word denotes the followers of Vibhishana also. Anubandhigalum meaning those who followed him, or Anupravishtar, they also have come under this word Asya. So you can say Asya Parivarasya. So his family. Parivara is retinue, the army. So he came with the 4 demons. So the 4 demons also will be given protection. So Anubandhigalude Bayamum Samittavayittru ivanukku Abhaya Pradanam Pranitravadu. So what happened was, since I extended protection to Vibhishana, the fear of the 4 demons who came along with Vibhishana has been put into fire. Samittavayittru. You can take the 2 meanings. That means their fear has been made to subside, has been subsided. The fear of the the companions also is subsided, because even Abhaya Pradanam Pranitra, because Vibhishana has been given protection, his followers are also given protection, and I made it a samit, is the stick which is thrown into the fire, and therefore the feared stick has fallen into the fire. Samit is generally a people tree stick, Purasai Samit. That is called Palasha Samit. But the Shamitayitra is from the word Sham, to control. So Bhayam, the fear has been controlled. Fear has been removed. So Vibhishana Angikaratai Ishendu. So please accept my acceptance of Vibhishana. So have this opinion that my to approve. Yeah, approve. So give approval to my opinion. That is acceptance of Vibhishana. Mudaligal pakkal dakshinyam kalayamikaha. So his dakshinyam is what we call interest out of love. So dakshinyam is interest out of love. You can say some other word also equivalent. So Mudaligal pakkal towards the leaders, namely Sugriva, Angada, Hanuman and others. Kulayamikaha. So in order that not to reduce the interest over the leaders, personal interest over the leaders, இவனை சிறிது பரீட்சித்ததாக பண்ணி கை கொண்டாலோவென்று மகாராஜருக்கு கருத்தாக திருவுள்ளம் பற்றி உத்தரம் அருளி செய்கிறார். It is as if Sugriva has been tested, சிறிது பரீட்சித்ததாக பண்ணி. A mild test has been administered to Sugriva. கை கொண்டாலோவென்று மகாராஜருக்கு, that is Sugriva, கருத்தாக. So to make him understand this point, the idea, திருவுள்ளம் பற்றி, having that will, உத்தரம் அருளி செய்கிறார். He gives the reply, Rama gives the reply, final decision, Dattamasya Abhayam Maya. Dattamasya Abhayam Maya. So this is how I understand. So these are all some management principles that we can deduce. So having the members of the committee when we are the leaders of the committee, then they must be made to agree the decision made by the leader, and asking their opinion, eliciting their opinion, individual opinion, and then of course finally, so giving respect to their statements, that's more important. Listening to them carefully, attentively, so that some value is added to their comments, the subordinates' comments, and then deciding what the leader thinks is another strategy of management. So make them come around his opinion, the leader's opinion. So that was the type of management that Rama excellently did. And finally, he gives out his verdict, namely Dattamasya Abhayam. So we saw, I think only one word, Aruntudokti, Uyirnilayai Varuttum Sol. Aruntudokti is a pricking sensation of the words, created by the words. Who did it? Ravana. To whom? Vibhishana. So Vibhishana said Raghavan Saranangataha because he has been insulted heavily, highly insulted, and pricked in the heart by the words. Even Indrajit scolded him, scolded the uncle. And therefore, Aruntudokti is heart-rending statement, heartbreaking statement. அனுப்பிரவிஷ்ட சேர்ந்தவர்கள் அனுபந்தி தொடர்ந்து வந்து
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராகிய பூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத் வெங்கடநாதாரியம் வந்தே வேதாந்த தேசிகம் விதார்க்கிக சிம்ஹாய கல்யாண குணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேஷாய வேதாந்த குரவே நமஹ. வாதித் விபசிரோபங்க பஞ்சானன பராக்கிரமா ஸ்ரீமான் வெங்கடநாதாரிய சிரம் விஜேதாம் புவி. சீருண்ணு தூப்புள் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாருண்ணு சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓருண்ணு தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேற போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ராமானுஜதயா பாத்திரம் ஞான வைராக்யபூஷணம் ஸ்ரீமத்வேங்கடநாதார்யம் வந்தே வேதாந்ததேசிகம். கவிதார்க்கிகசிம்ஹாய கல்யாணகுணசாலினே ஸ்ரீமதே வெங்கடேஷாய வேதாந்தகுரவே நமः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேறப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம்